What's good, everybody? It's your boy BG, man, and we back at it today. So today we got people talking about J. Cole's new album about to drop in like 2 or 3 weeks. He dropped a track about a week ago, and it's been getting a lot of reviews about I mean, how he's talking on it, talking greasy, talking about he's a goat. I mean, and a lot of people saying he can't talk like that because of the battle. So if you remember the battle, he bowed out after dropping a diss track, saying it didn't feel right to him. A lot of people hated it. A lot of people liked it. Me as a man, I thought it was dope for him to, say, "Hey, man, it's not sitting right with me." I get that, but as a fan of hip hop, I'm like, bro, that was some sucker shit because you should have just ran on business and stood on what you dropped. But today we got Fat Joe and Jadakiss and G Malone talking about it. This is a homeboy chick smooth video, so go check him out, man. He does some dope videos. So without further ado, let's check it out.
Oh man, J. Cole fans, we told you guys back in 2024 that this was going to happen. After J. Cole was caught pump faking like he actually wanted smoke, but instead he ducked and apologized in front of his fans.
And I was conflicted because, one, I know my heart, you know what I mean? And like, I know how I feel about my peers, these two that I just been blessed to even stand beside in this game, let alone chase their greatness, right? So I felt conflicted because I'm like, bro, I know I don't really feel no way, but the world want to see blood. I don't know if y'all can feel that, but the world want to see blood. So I say all of that to say,
Wasn't that serious, my nigga. The world didn't want to see blood. We just want to see some niggas go at it. That was at the top of their game. You feel me? He overdoing it.
in my spirit of trying to like get this music out, I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I moved in a way that I feel spiritually feel bad on me. Like I try to like jab at and I try to keep it friendly, but at the end of the day, when I listen to it and when it comes out and I see the talk, that shit don't sit right with my spirit. That shit make me feel, that shit disrupts my fucking peace. So what I want to say right here tonight is in the midst of me doing that and in that shit, trying to find a little angle and downplay this fucking catalog and his greatness, I want to say right now tonight, how many people think Kendrick Lamar is one of the greatest motherfuckers to ever touch a fucking microphone? Dreamville, y'all love Kendrick Lamar, correct? As do I. So I just want to come up here and be like, publicly be like, bro, that was the lamest, like, goofiest shit. And I say all that to say, it made me feel like 10 years ago when I was moving incorrectly. And I pray that God align me back up on my purpose and on my path. You know what I mean? I pray that I feel no way. And if he did, my chin out. Take your best shot. I'm gonna take that shit on the chin, boy. Do what you do. You know what I mean? Like, all good. Like,
And I still don't get that because he wasn't saying nothing bad, but like, if you claiming to be the GOAT and you gonna tear down any MC to step up to you until you show that skill, which, Kendrick, he's talked shit to people, but he's never win like no straight battle. He's battled back in the day, but this was something to prove that Kendrick was a GOAT, and he used that to his advantage. J. Cole could have did the same thing. Like, man, this is my perfect timing to show that I'm really that nigga. And instead of taking it as that, he took it as, I don't want to mess up my friendships, which is admirable. But at the same time, bro, like, you an MC, man. You talk all this shit, back it up. And you, like you say, you could have just made it friendly, like Kendrick was talking. Like, you could have dropped a couple tracks on some friendly shit. Once that shit got in the mud, you could have been like, I'm good. I did my part. Let them niggas get in the mud. I'm not gonna go that far. You feel me? That's what he should have did. Just stood on that track and dropped another one, and he'd have been fine. But he didn't do that.
If you guys don't know, J. Cole is gearing up to drop his album, The Fall Off, in a couple weeks. And because of his antics from 2024, nobody's trying to hear any tough bars from J. Cole. And rightfully so. The man had everybody fooled like he actually wanted war. I'm sorry, J. Cole fans. A lot of you guys are probably pissed off right now. Don't be mad at me. You gotta be mad at your man's J. Cole for that bullshit he pulled off 24 months ago. If you're going to call yourself an MC,
Hey, Chigs ain't lying, bro. Chigs, you the nigga. Cause that's real talk. Like, you should have did that shit, bro. You can't talk all this shit and then when it's time to step into it, you back out and then you come back. Like, you can talk shit still, but who's gonna really fuck with it? You know what I mean? Like, Drake, we gave him props for going through the battle, but then he sued. So now it's like, nigga, I'm not gonna hear you talking greasy. You know what I mean? If you sued, like Kendrick is the only one that stood on his music, stood 10 toes down. Like I'm gonna stand by what I said. Even when he dropped his album, he said, "Man, I did what I did. It is what it is."
You have to be willing to go there with any and everybody. Yes, even if you're cool with that person, what J. Cole did 24 months ago was some of the most disappointing things we've ever witnessed in hip hop. Now, today on their show, Fat Joe and Jadakiss were discussing the upcoming J. Cole album, and Fat Joe kept it a buck with J. Cole. The man was not holding his tongue for J. Cole or trying to spare his feelings. Here's what he said.
He said J. Cole. I don't look at him the same. He ain't come outside. Sometimes you tell me, Joe, you want the 100 million, this, that, you got to say the truth. I don't look at him the same. The fucking sword is dull. I don't care what he spit. Because I've been listening to him spitting. I always said
Sword
he's
is
one
dull.
of the
I like
greatest.
that.
And all that is irrelevant to me when you talking all that gangster shit and they call you to the yard and you don't step outside. I can't look at you. That's like you seeing the dude who they always told you, and you always thought he was tough. And you see some other kingpin nigga, some smack his cheek off and the nigga, my bad, and walk off. I'm keeping it a buck with you.
I agree.
That's how I look
hear
at
the
this
music,
shit.
man. The music is great.
I don't give a fuck if you lose. I never forget Everlast and Eminem. Everlast
Jada be
definitely
having-
knew he couldn't beat Eminem, but he came outside to the yard.
Is it me or do Jada be having the weakest fucking takes, bro? I don't really like that show, but I gotta give it to Joe for Joe be speaking true. Jada is a battle MC. Like Jada went up against some of the dopest niggas and held it down. So for him to just be like, "Oh man, it's just music," is kind of strange to me, bro. I think Jada could just be blowed in the motherfucker.
He came outside. And so that's just how I look at it. Big up J. Cole, the whole crew,
Big
North
up.
Carolina and all that, but he caught stage fright. Supposed to come outside, man.
Yeah.
He did.
Yeah.
He did, man.
What do you mean he didn't?
Bowed out gracefully, but that don't never mean he wasn't.
That's exactly what it mean though. Like, could J. Cole murder a nigga lyrically? Yeah, but he didn't because he was either scared or he just ain't really that nigga, bro. Like, and sometimes you gotta go in. Like, and when it's time to go to war, I kind of equate it to UFC fighters or boxers. Them niggas might be cool outside of the ring, but when they get in the ring, they trying to tear each other head off. You got to be willing to do that if you want to be the greatest. And if you're not willing to do that, we can't call you the greatest. Now, like I said, he can get in there and talk greasy, but who's really going to fuck with it? His hardcore fans will fuck with it, but anybody outside of that, I don't think they really going to vibe to it.
I mean, where we come from, all call outs.
What they say in the Game of Thrones, what they say, the North never forgets. Remember when the Starks come? They go, the North never forgets. Yeah, you're not waiting 6 months to let the smoke clear to come back outside and talk legendary and all that. Like, it's like the North never forgets.
Into that. He just ended what he into.
All right.
The new
Coming
shit.
from you,
Shit is crazy.
you go to war. Jadakiss go to war. Jadakiss go to war. The Locks go to war. I'm a J. Cole fan. I'm just telling you, they don't hit me as tough. You know what I'm saying? If Fat Joe talking all that Fat Joe the gangster, there's a video of me getting my face smacked off. You ain't gonna hear Flo Joe the same. You gonna be like, man, and that was your face smacked off in public. Was like, yo, and he said, no, I rescind it. I'm coming back. No, I didn't mean it.
I mean, to be fair, J. Cole, he didn't get his face smacked off. Kendrick threw a couple bars at him. He didn't, try to murder J. Cole. So he didn't get his face smacked off. He just ran before he could get his face smacked off. You feel me? Like, that nigga ran down the street as soon as he seen the bully come. That's what happened.
You know when you riding bike and then you do the pedal backwards, the shit pedals backwards?
Roll back.
That's what he did. He rolled back, brother. You know when the fucking 10 speed be
Roll
going
back
tick,
to
tick,
the
tick,
shit
tick.
and kill.
Yo, you know when you hear this shit? No, you hear the tick, tick? The tick, 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 tick. You know when your shit going back?
But when you roll that shit back with the metal pedals and that scrape up your shins,
Kill you.
oof.
All right, let's talk.
Now, even Glasses Malone spoke on J. Cole's upcoming album. He said, yeah, J. Cole can make great music, but he needs to explain to us exactly what happened 24 months ago. Here's what Glasses said.
I don't think
Listen,
it's
J.
gonna help.
Cole is Tim Duncan. His game is fundamentally sound. Right?
What's his bank
Fundamentally
shot?
Don't
sound.
disrespect him.
What's his bank shot?
his bank shot is just rapping.
Tim is gonna battle with you though. Let's keep it 100. Yeah, Tim is hella boring. I could see that aspect of it being J. Cole, but Tim Duncan go to war with you. So don't disrespect Tim Duncan like that.
I mean, it's smooth. You know what I mean? He's just smooth. It's fundamentally sound. J. Cole is fundamentally sound.
J. Cole ain't got no post-up game. He ain't
No, he don't got a little post-up. He got a little post-up. J. Cole could do... Look, J. Cole as a creative... You know what his post-up game? He don't even be using it often, but it's like when he make them hit records. That's like his little post-up. That's his little post-up. You get a little closer, hit you with a bucket. Smooth. You know what I mean? And it's like people that are fans of J. Cole are fans of Tim Duncan.
I don't even know what to say to that. Like people that are fans of J. Cole and Tim Duncan, two totally different people. But I get what he's saying. J. Cole is fundamentally he's dope. He got all the skills to be a dope MC and he uses them, but he's not exciting. You know what I mean? So I get that part.
But Tim ain't Kobe.
Tim is Tim is Kobe.
No, Tim is Tim. He's a successful top tier guy. Kobe is endeared to the public.
It's like you're not gonna remember shit Tim did.
Like niggas.
And with that track J. Cole just dropped, like bars is dope, which is all. But J. Cole is never somebody that like just excites you when he raps. You know what I mean? And I think that's what he means. Because when Kendrick drops something, the whole world stop. You feel me? Even to a degree, when Drake drops something, everybody's like, you know, Drake drops some crazy shit. J. Cole dropping shit's like dope bars. You know what I mean? But that's people outside of the J. Cole fan club.
Ain't endeared to Tim Duncan. Like, niggas ain't getting Tim Duncan tattoos and shit. You know what I mean? But he nice.
Somebody
nice.
got a Tim Duncan tattoo somewhere.
Buckets. He got some championships. Nigga clean, man. They got 2 MVPs. Nigga, that nigga nice.
She got the same amount.
That's J. Cole. So when I listen to J. Cole rap, when I listen to J. Cole rap, I hear a fundamentally sound MC and record maker. Very fundamentally clean. And I could respect it. You know what I'm saying? But when I hear the music, I just be like, it's like watching a Tim Duncan game. You don't really lose your mind when Tim Duncan is playing. You know what I mean? You don't really.
But I don't think even if he would have gotten a battle, we would have changed that mindset of him being a Tim Duncan rap, because his raps is dope, but his music is just like, it's boring. You know what I mean? For the most part. There's some tracks where he'd go in, but it's never just like an electrifying thing when J. Cole drops a track, unfortunately, because he has the skills to do so. But while we talking about it, man, make sure you subscribe to the channel, like the video. You know what I mean? We're going to talk about it some more, but just had to throw that in there.
Like, but then you check them
by the end of the game, you look at the stat line, you be like, a nigga put together a solid game.
He put together.
That's Tim Duncan. I be like, Cole put together a solid game. That was a solid game. You know what I mean? Solid game. And that's to me when I listened to that song, right? I heard that song and I was like, that's a solid record. I see what he did. I like the little rewind thing. I like the little video, coming from the rooms. And it's cool.
There you go.
But it ain't nothing to hype you up.
A little rewind thing.
For sure. It's definitely a little rewind thing. I hear that.
A little rewind thing.
Listen, right? So by the end of it, I was like, that was a solid game. It was all right. But I was thinking to myself, is it time? Like, do we really, like, okay, so J. Cole is not just fans. J. Cole still has the interest of the world. And to be honest, now me, because I am not a J. Cole fanatic, I would probably need him to give a very honest take about what has happened over these last 24 months. For me, not you as a J. Cole fan, but for me, that's not a J. Cole fan, to be interested in.
What do y'all think? Y'all think J. Cole need to talk about what happened? I don't think that's going to help, honestly. But, you'll want to hear it to see what his mindset was or why he did that, which you already kind of explained. But I don't think that's going to change the perception. But what do y'all think?
Actually, probably go listen to the album I would need to hear, hey, what's the last 24 months like? Where are you at with this? Because you are such an integral part, I need to kind of hear where you're at with it. And the more authentic it is going to determine how far I get into the album or if I want to listen to the album. But if it's like
You
you
still
think
gonna
you
listen
can
to the album.
proceed on with your career,
G Malone still gonna
and
listen.
I would be vested in it, or me as not a J. Cole fan, right? As a respecter of your ability, if I was to vest interest in it, you know what I mean? I would probably need you to catch me up to date.
Now, again, this is not to say that J. Cole cannot make music anymore. He can't put out records anymore. He can't put out albums anymore. I'm just saying what the average fans of hip hop and also what a lot of rappers are thinking as well. J. Cole, on this upcoming album, do not put yourself in any top 3. As a matter of fact, don't even wrap the word top with anything. Don't even try to say top ramen. Now, with that being said, J. Cole has one of the most diehard fans out there. So I'm sure the album is going to sell well. My predictions is probably...
So, like, he's been working on this album, or at least talking about it for like the last, 7, 8 years. So I'm expecting him to do something dope. But I feel like every time J. Cole drops an album, with the exception maybe like 1 or 2, it's been cool. But like you said, Tim Duncan-ish, where it's just like, it's cool, but it's like nothing that's like really exciting you, man. But I feel like J. Cole should still be able to talk on some, I'm a top MC, because he's still a top MC. But yeah, you can't talk about you a GOAT. You can still say you're a top MC because technically you are still a top MC, even if you didn't battle. So I don't know how you don't rap about being a top MC if you're rapping, because that's just what MCing is about. You know what I mean? Having that machismo to talk about. Like, I'm the best doing this. So it's like you got to talk about that. So what else is it? And that's one thing that J. Cole, a lot of his bars, he talks about. So I don't understand how he's going to go about this album if he doesn't do that, unless it's like a story driven album, you know what I mean? But I want to hear what he has to say. Like G Malone said, you do want to hear what his mindset was, what's it been like for him, you know what I mean, since all that shit happened. Am I expecting like just an amazing album? I'm not. I'm expecting a J. Cole album. You know what I mean? It's gonna be bar heavy. It might have like 1 or 2 just dope tracks, and the rest of them is just gonna be cool tracks. You know what I mean? That's my mindset. What do y'all think? What do y'all think the album's gonna be like? How did y'all like that song he just dropped? To me, it was like, it was cool. What's y'all expectations of the album? Do you think it's gonna be a classic? Do you think it's just gonna be something we look over? Can J. Cole still talk about some top MC shit? Let me know in the comments, man, what y'all think. Until next time, that's a wrap.